Okay, I need to go into this. This whole Diddy thing. It led back to the R. Kelly situation. All right? So, I'm checking out the R. Kelly thing. So now we get ready to go a little bit deeper. This is a topic that a lot of people don't talk about, and I talked about the fact that this thing is an epidemic. How many women have been molested, that's my pig Latin, because I know they're going to try to block some things that I say, but they have been molested, and it's not spoken about, and they think they're victims. So we're going to get into this, because even when I was looking at this whole R. Kelly thing that came back up because of Diddy, and then Sean, the other one with the other lady, y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't need to call all those names because the energy on those names, once again, that's a contract. I don't care to speak it. But you got all these people and they say, well, you know, this went on so long because these was black women, and if they had been white women, then the victimhood. And I need, here's the thing. Once again, if you're getting an energy, then there's got to be accountability. That's the problem. Melanated people, if you want to raise up, be willing to be accountable. This whole thing, but they not helping us because we black. If it was black. Meanwhile, you got all these other people, Albions, who have gone to prison for the very same acts. Meanwhile, we're not even dealing with the fact that these women put themselves there. No, Diva, that ain't no way. They. Okay, let's look at it. And you got the wife, and the wife had a daughter who was molested by Kelly. So the thing was, the question was, why didn't she say anything? Why is she still carrying the name? And there's some other things about why she did such and such. First of all, let's understand that there's no way you stay married to this person over a decade and you weren't a part of it. Accountability. And I also talked about this, and I need this to be made clear. All of that is an energy. It's an energy. And if they don't clean it up, the woman's got to clean it up within herself. And if they don't clean it up, then it's going to happen generation after generation. So she got it, and I'm telling you, because I know the law, her mother had it to happen to her, and her grandmama had it to happen to her. Now her daughter's got it. Any daughter her child has is going to get it. That same energy, because it needs to be cleaned up on a spiritual side. So why am I bringing this up? I said accountability. Everybody needs to be accountable. There's another one of R. Kelly's so-called victims. This girl was 15. Now, she ends up knowing that R. Kelly had been accused of these things because he was in court. She found him in court. She went to his trial to find him in court. And so, in going to her trial, he finds a way to communicate with her. Then she supposedly becomes one of his so-called victims for years. And then these women are trapped by him. And then their parents try to find them, but they refuse to leave. Because nobody can help you if you are not willing to stand up for yourself. And this is one of the things, this is law. This is just law. This is how it is. If you consent to whatever kind of treatment that's coming at you, then nobody can step in and take that away, because then they're taking away your right. You got a right to be abused and victimized. You got a right, and nobody has the right to take that away. So here you got these women that the mother is coming and she's saying, oh, come home, baby. And then she come home for a few days. You say, Mom, he called me to come back. And then she goes back. What? You're consenting. So anytime you telling me about somebody who's been victimized or what have you, I know, even if it's a child, but Diva, come on, the children, even if it's a child. Now, if it's a child And my child, this is my child, it's going to be under trust. And when I say that child needs to come back, that child needs to come back, and that's going to be the end of it. But once somebody is an adult, but even as a child though, you still have the right to consent. And I'm saying to you that every day when we open our mouths, when we write things, we sign things, we do things, we're writing contracts and we're consenting to the treatment that we're getting. And so getting back to these people, these women who were quote unquote victimized, it had to do with them consenting. And until we start being accountable, you're just going to be a victim. And I get it. I know this is tough. This is heavy, because everybody wants to say, well, because we black, they treat, well, meanwhile, we always playing the race card. But meanwhile, who's the one who was doing all this? Who is the true monster? That dude is melanated. But you want to blame the Albion some kind of way. You want to be a victim. It's ridiculous. And I ain't saying we, because my people know better. My people, who are my people? Kindness, compassion, love, honor, integrity, respect. Those people who operate in that realm, and it doesn't matter about your skin color. My people know better. We know that we have to be accountable, because if we're not, there is no such thing as victims. There are no victims. None. Not the child, not the mother. And so at the end of the day, these people want to claim that, it's because they black. No, that's not the case. There's a lot of Albion women who and children who went into it too. I'm not going to call those people's name who went to jail and prison, but you've heard about them. Those were Albions that they were going after. So please stop with the victimhood, because you want to talk about the white man and they blame everything. It's the white man. No, but who was the one who was doing this to you? It was a melanated guy, supposedly, allegedly.